Welcome to this week's Rubber on Sports Show. I'm John Moore, joined, as always, Rob. End of the year.
I know, man.
It's crazy.
Right. Damn, that snow you were talking about.
Now, I want one more snow. I mean, I don't, trust me. I remember last year, I don't want to go to cold cross games.
No.
But one, like, we got nothing. The last, 2 years.
I'm good with that, but school's still closed for wind, rain, and whatever else we've had.
I know, but I want one more. Snow angels, snowballs.
No. I want beach.
Fair enough.
Boom. Speaking of beach.
Yeah.
CNU. I got to go down to CNU and see their lacrosse team.
Oh, I thought you said seeing you. I was like,
no.
What do I have to do with the beach?
No.
Are you talking about my fantastic video?
No, I'm at the beach. I'm trying to avoid seeing you. Although, I will check you out doing that backflip off the trampoline that you did.
Sky Zone.
I still don't think you swear you could do it in a pool.
Oh, easy.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. The pool's easier. You didn't break anything falling in the water.
How you going to break something falling into all the 40 feet of foam?
I was a little skeptical about the foam. I didn't know if I was going to sink to the bottom and hit a hard surface, but
you're better than
safe.
me. I would have needed to bathe with antibacterial.
Yeah, I probably should have. Oh, one lady jumped in, could not get out.
Get out of here.
They had to put a ladder in for her.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You didn't video that?
No, I wanted to, but I felt bad. Plus, my kids were with me. They would have known what I was up to if I started videotaping a lady struggling getting out of the foam pit.
Reason 4050 why John's a nicer person than that.
Speaking of nice people, Coach Baker over at Langley. They found themselves in the state semifinals at Robinson against T.C. Williams.
They did. Do you know what? Before we get to that?
Sure.
You know what I spent my day doing yesterday?
What's that?
Watching Elon in the CAA finals. Elon, home of the CAA Defensive Player of the Year.
That's awesome.
Jada Graves.
That is awesome.
The illest.
The illest.
She's still the best thing.
We got to pull that clip back up.
Yeah, no, that's still the best nickname ever.
Yeah.
The illest is the greatest.
Yeah.
But she's got Defensive Player of the Year.
That's great.
Into the NCAA tournament 2 years in a row. I'm not saying it's all because of her, but I'm saying they didn't make it before she got there.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying she's so good because of us, but
doesn't hurt.
She wasn't called the illest before.
She was not.
She was on the Rubber on Sports.
She was not. She was the illest. She just wasn't called it. Hey, we'll take it. Jada Graves.
We take credit where we can.
Absolutely.
In some places we can't.
God, most places we can't.
Yeah. All right, this game was crazy. I don't even know how to sum it up besides that. I get there, I text you, I'm like, man, there's no one here.
Yeah, we were about to have a totally different beginning.
We were about to.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was some weird weather going on out there. It was like a little wintry mix of sorts, but I didn't like it. Anyway, it's cold.
He wants 4 feet of snow.
I want 4 feet of snow. If I'm going to be cold, I want 4 feet of snow.
All right.
Right? Game starts, TC. First of all, in the warm-ups. You watch TC warm up, you're like, I don't care who they're playing. You're like, oh, that team's in trouble.
Yeah.
They're good in the warm-ups. Intimidating almost. Right. Game starts 15-8 at the end of the first quarter.
May have been a little bit slow, lost an hour of sleep. Just got where you were going with that. Good.
15-8.
I'm on board now.
15-8 at the end of the first quarter. All right, Coach Baker, when she saw this game, at one point TC was up 20-8 in the second quarter, and it looked like they were about to run away with the game. Yeah. Coach Baker makes – a lot of times we see these coaches, they don't call timeouts where we think they should. And sometimes people are against calling those 2 back-to-back timeouts if they don't like what they see. Coach Baker did that. Changed strategies. They started pounding the ball at what seemed to be the strength of T.C. Williams. Nobody told me about the twins they have there.
The T.C.?
Yes.
Yeah, I left that out.
The Levenberry twins. Yeah. Danielle and Elise, solid.
They are.
Numbers 35 and 33. But they went right at them. And they started drawing some fouls. They got right back into the game. By halftime, Langley has a 1-point lead. They got a 1-point lead after the third. Going into the fourth quarter, it's back and forth. Just like the last Langley game that we did, came down to free throw shooting.
Yeah.
They were knocking down their free throws. TC for a time wasn't. But, man, TC's got a lot of talented players on their basketball team. And we already know about, I can't read Trinity Palacio. I shouldn't have to read that name, but she had 16 points. She's so fast, and she could finish. I mean, she put some shots up in the fourth quarter where you're like, oh, that's not a good shot, and then it goes down. I'm like, that's a great shot, you know? So
right.
it was, I mean, it's fun to watch. The game is tied going into overtime. Again, back and forth overtime. Foul shooting. It's been like Langley missed a couple free throws in the fourth quarter in overtime. And then TC Williams, they're up by 2, 5.9 seconds left. They have 2 free throws that can, pretty much steal the game. Make the first, miss the second. No timeouts for Langley.
Yeah.
Ball goes in, of course, Jordan Callahan's hand. Shoots it out. And when the ball left her hands, I remember looking at both cameras I was shooting on just to make sure they were on. Because I was like, if she makes this and I miss it,
yeah.
I can't do the show.
No.
She made it. I made it. See, I took credit for it, moment.
It was incredible.
It was amazing. I immediately panned to the Langley crowd, who by this time had grown way more than,
Oh, yeah.
They beat the traffic. It was great. The atmosphere was great, both sides. TC Williams, crowd.
Yeah.
Couple things they do.
There's a mom that sat next, I sat next to.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was getting it the whole game.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
They do this thing. They got one guy who I will not even highlight his exploits, but there was like 10 guys on the Langley side that were TC fans, and they lead this chant. I don't know, Virginia Tech, they lead this chant during football games, let's go Hokies, back and forth from side to side.
Yeah.
They're doing that.
Yeah.
Just drowning out the Langley sideline. I was like, wait, what's happening right now?
That's smart.
Yeah, but it was good. It was a great game. 56-54 Langley.
You know what? That night, because I was at a game myself, so I look, you send me that clip, and I literally almost threw my phone because I was like, you know what? If I had gone to that game,
went in that way?
Not a chance it would have ended that way. It would have ended in a 40-point blowout. With,
It was fantastic. Danielle and Elise Levenberry.
Good.
They need more exposure.
Yeah, no,
very good.
Solid.
Yeah.
Jordan Callahan.
Amazing. I wish I had that clip to go into my high school career resume.
Yeah, it would play on a loop.
It would still be playing.
No, I mean all the time.
Not in HD or anything.
No, just on a permanent loop.
Horrible.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, VHS.
I'd have it. I'd wear it like Flavor Flav. Instead of a clock, I'd just have a big screen. Oh.
The guys semifinal. You were at Patriot High School for Battlefield in South County.
Thank goodness, power back at Patriot.
Yeah. You were about to have to hike out the Garfield.
I was preparing for it. But the place was packed. Obviously,
It must have been somewhat of a home court advantage was it?
When I got there, Noah does the broadcast and stuff, talked to him for a minute, and he was like, hey, what's up with the South County people here? There's nobody here. I was like, just give it time.
Yeah.
Just give it time, young fella. They came in, they showed out, they showed up. Of course.
Yeah.
Packed on both sides. It was great. Great atmosphere. People at Patriot know how to do it. It was just incredibly welcoming. It was terrific. Terrific.
Terrific.
So, I'm out there, I see Coach Doug Yule.
Yeah.
When I'm in there.
Jerk chicken.
I told him you were killing him about it. You got to come on.
Jerk chicken. Yeah. Shaq always calls people barbecue chicken.
Terrible. Then I look in the crowd. I see Jason Egner in the crowd.
Nice.
Like there's people. I saw Shanari Street was there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people that come to watch that game.
Right.
Best first quarter of a game I've seen all year.
Is that right?
It was great. 17-17, just exactly what you want.
Right.
Braden Galt hits 3 threes in the first quarter. Like, it's just exactly what you want out of a state semifinal game. Second quarter, probably the best first half I've seen all year. Second quarter it's a 1-point game at half. Battlefield's up by 1. South County, not that they looked out of sorts, but you could see. I mean, it was just going to be a dogfight the whole way. Tremendous game. Second half starts. Quentin Malora Brown.
Yeah.
Talk about him. I mean, I could talk about that dude. He met Mom.
Yeah.
Stood with Mom for a while, talking
Nice.
to her, chatted with her at halftime. She was great. She's a fan.
Does he get the hype from Mom or Dad?
She's taller than me. You know how it makes me feel when people are taller than me. I'm usually intimidated by it. But she was so nice, I didn't know what to do. She mentioned Coach Robinson's tracksuit to me.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah. She said, he's a bit of a superstitious guy. I said, that's fine, I am too. I get it. But no, she was great. She was there. She was also videoing some things. We discussed cameras. We discussed my fandom of her son.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was great. We discussed his blue hair.
Yeah? What's she think about that?
I'm pretty sure she's fine with it as long as he's going to a good school and he plays like that. She's good with it. Great meeting her, talking to her that night. He gets in foul trouble in the third quarter.
Yeah.
He goes out of the game for 6 minutes. 6 minutes, 26 seconds.
That's right. That's right.
It's shocking that he knew that number. Right?
That was funny.
But no, 6 minutes, 26 seconds. And as soon as he goes out, all I'm thinking is, okay, Battlefield, you better just post up and dominate inside.
Right.
You got to take advantage when he's out of the game. He changes so many things that you do. When you're on offense, he changes everything that you do because of his defense. They didn't do it.
They didn't do it.
They didn't. You got to pound it down inside when he's down there. They didn't do it. It's still right there, a close game. You got to take advantage of those situations. Noah Bullock, you could see there were times during the game where Battlefield guys wanted to press him, and they looked like they were pushing a little, they looked like they were a little bit out of control when they were trying to, and he was not. Noah Bullock was not. He held his control, and he would just stop a couple of times, they would run into him, he'd get him in foul trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it almost looked like just an older guy letting a younger guy know, nah, it ain't this time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was tremendous. But even that, it's still a 2-point game after 3.
Sure.
Great game. South County's up to, you're thinking, we're about to see a great fourth quarter. Battlefield did everything they could, but South County just took control late in that fourth quarter. I mean, the game goes on in 63-54. There was a point, they were down, Battlefield's down by 7, I think, with a couple of seconds left.
Right.
And you could see Braden Galt look up at the clock, and it was like, you could see the moment when the realization hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was tough.
Sure.
We're huge fans of Braden Galt to see.
He's had a great career there.
Goodness has he.
Yeah.
What a great game the entire way, though. 63-54, South County wins. Seth Dunn.
Yes.
12 points, 8 rebounds. That dude got better and better every time I saw them play.
Right.
I told Coach after, when he was here, I don't think I've ever seen that dude rattled.
Yeah.
Seth Dunn, he just doesn't get rattled. He's always calm, always makes the right play.
Right.
Tremendous. Really unsung for their season. Brandon Poe finished with 11. Quentin, 18 and 8, 3 assists. He had a play near the end of that game where he's coming down the court, goes behind his back, gets past the guy, and then spins to finish. It was absurd. There's no reason you should be able to do that at 6'2".
Absolutely not.
I can't do that at 5 foot nothing. So.
Well, that took SoCo to Western Branch in the final down at VCU.
Yeah, we got John Becerra.
John Becerra got the VCU treatment. They give you your own parking space there, John Becerra?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go. See that?
Got that media parking.
There you go.
Boom. It's great though when you walk down through the thing and you come out and you're on the floor. Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
To the tunnel, you see the court and everything.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
What the hell am I doing this for? You should be. The South County up 2 at the first. That's as close as it's going to be.
Yeah.
They ran away with that thing, and I mean ran away. This 16-point game, but Western Branch probably shouldn't have traded their best basketball player to Oscar Smith. Did I say that? Who said that? What happened? I don't even know what any of
True words never spoken.
Again, this game, they're up 30-23 at halftime.
Yeah.
Seth Dunn, 19 and 4 in the game.
Yeah.
19 and 4, South County. They go on. How much do you want me to say about these guys? Quentin Malora Brown, 13, 17, and 9.
That is pretty impressive.
Somebody couldn't have finished one more for him to get a triple-double in the game? Come on. I say that. I would have never finished anything. Who am I talking about? Xavier Miles, I'm telling you, this dude next year is going to be a star on this team.
They lose a lot, but they got a lot of young players that are still there.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
16 points in the state title game.
pretty good.
Watch that dude.
Yeah.
Next year, he's going to be tremendous. South County goes on. They roll in the game 63-47. Great crowd. Why am I looking? I'm looking at the footage. I see the Stallion Nation just representing the Stallion Nation going crazy. Why, out of the entire Stallion Nation, the only person I can pick out? Kennedy.
Kennedy.
What are you doing there? I'm looking, I was like, wait a minute. He goes wherever, man.
He goes wherever he wants.
He's a man of the people.
That's right. I like it.
He is. Kennedy's a man of the people. I'm a man for the people. I just like doing it at a distance.
So we had a chance to talk to Coach. It's our tradition every year. Talk to state championship coach.
He came out.
That's a fun conversation.
Yeah, the conversation before and after, probably a little bit better. But yeah, Coach Mike Robinson. Check him out. All right, Coach. Fresh off a state title win. First in South County history. Take us through it. Take us through the game at VCU.
It was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
From the start, because you watch them on film. They were so quick. I told my team they were another kind of a version of Lake Braddock.
Okay.
But with a lot more athleticism. So I said, they want to get up and down and speed up the game, where we didn't want to do that. We wanted to take advantage of our size and get the ball in the Quentin and make him look opposite, because we knew they were going to trap and converge on the big. So we had to depend on him to be our playmaker.
Coach, we talked a little off camera about, you played at Purdue, you've been to Elite Eights, Sweet 16s, and I don't know, but I'm sure you had success in high school as an individual. How gratifying is this experience as a coach versus you as a player?
Honestly, this means more as a coach than anything I've done as a player, because you're leading young men, and when you're a player, all you have to do is really kind of worry about yourself and stand.
That's what I did.
So it's a challenge to make sure that you get 14 individuals on one page, and so that means more, especially when you get 14 guys to buy in, and the ones that didn't play were our biggest cheerleaders. And, some of those guys are sophomores and juniors, so we look forward to having them back next year. So, the next year's sophomores can cheer for them, and hopefully we can, have another good season.
Well, since you brought it up, talking about John saw you early in the year, I saw you a couple times late in the year. The job that you did, not just when you have a guy like Quentin, it's easy to just dump the ball to him down low and wait for a 6'10" guy to just get to the basket. But you don't do that.
No.
And the way that your team plays around him, I think, is the most impressive part about your team. It's easy to fall into that, give it down low, but you let him be him.
Yes.
Tell me about that. How long did it take for you to figure that part out of it? Because it's got to be difficult.
Well, Quentin's so unselfish. And so, you kind of let Quentin be him. Mm-hmm. Just give him the basketball. Early in the year, I'm like, Quentin, you gotta go, you gotta attack. But then you start to see that guys in our motion offense, guys would cut. He would find them. We had to make some adjustments earlier. Guys wanted to catch the ball and put the ball on the floor. I'm like, really can't do that. He's 6'10".
Yeah.
So everybody's there. So you gotta, we had to make guys become, catch and shoot. Stop trying to put the ball on the floor and get to the basket. Catch and shoot, because, they're doubling him. So he's looking opposite. He's going to find you. And everybody started to believe, and he started to find him. So, everybody wanted to be that opposite guy.
Right.
Once he got the basketball, because he would swing it.
So this is, it's a huge thing for the school and the program. What's the reaction like back at school? You guys played Thursday night. Were the kids at school on Friday?
Some of them
Because I don't know about them. But on Monday morning, Friday wouldn't have been. Monday morning, I'll be on that horse riding down the school hallway.
Some of them made it. Some of them made it to school on Friday. I didn't. Some of them made it. We didn't get back to 2 o'clock in the morning, so I know some of them slept in, came in at 12. Some of them, like Quentin had a Latin quiz early in the morning.
Oh.
So he was there at at 8 o'clock. So, some of them made it, some of them didn't. So, we'll see Monday.
Yeah, I give it to Quentin. I don't know if I'd have made that exam that day.
They still teach Latin.
Yes.
Yes.
Do they? I don't know. I'll take it.
That I don't believe at all.
I didn't do well in it, but
There you go. Well, let's talk about some of the other guys on your team. I mean, Noah Bullock, I think, is tremendous. I think he did a great job leading the team. Also, his shooting came on a lot late in the year. I think he was a tremendous asset to the team. Talk about some other guys you got.
Well, Noah set the tone for us. I mean, defensively set the tone. Quentin, of course, was our anchor on defense. But Noah set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he set the tempo, with our defense. And, Jake Latta, was big for us. Seth Dunn played out of his mind the last 6 games of the season. It's something to say about seniors, when you know that any loss can be your last game. And so him and Brandon Poe really, stepped up in their leadership and took, the scouting plan and really stuck with it. And everybody was just happy to play.
Seth Dunn, completely underrated athlete.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you haven't really got a chance to celebrate yet. After the celebration, when do you get back to work? When are you starting to figure out, all right, we're going to lose these guys, we got these guys coming up?
I've already started to do that. You lose 4 seniors that were very important to this team, and so now it's time to start having those talks with the sophomores and the juniors, and telling them what they need to improve on, what they need to work on in their game, so they can help us next year, and just hard work. The same thing that we did last year to get to this point. It's the same thing we got to do again. Is give them a couple weeks off and the conditioning starts again. Yeah. I get in my car and follow them around the neighborhood while they're running. I'm not running, so I'll follow them around.
What was it, Mac on Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
So and I get the Gatorade for them, so when they cross the finish line, there you go. But they're I'm fortunate enough to have a group of guys that they all work extremely hard, and it was easy for them to work extremely hard when you had seniors work as hard as they worked. So, so everybody else was able to work, and it helped bring us together.
We already know what we're doing this summer.
We got to talk barbecue.
Smoking in Spades with Coach Robinson. We're doing that. That's for sure this summer. But, all right, so just to get on the food a little bit, Penn Station subs, what else Midwest do they not have here that you miss?
Steak and Shake.
Oh, thank you.
Steak and Shake.
Thank you, yes. Thank you.
Steak and Shake. Like, the closest one is in Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
I can't.
Hey, I'm glad. Steak and Shake is terrible.
Oh, my
I guess we
goodness.
never get a sponsor from them, but Steak and Shake is, come on.
Are you in? Oh, my goodness.
They sponsor South County?
No, I wish.
What are you talking about?
Steak and Shake.
John, you are there.
Hot garbage.
Oh my goodness! There is nothing better than a double, especially
Steak and Shake.
late night. You know, that's the way to go. Yes, Steak and Shake. I'm going to the beach in 2 weeks. I'm gonna hit Steak and Shake. What? I'll let you know now. What about hot dogs? Chicago style hot dogs?
Absolutely.
Boom. All right. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Why you lofting him up softballs? You know where he's from.
That's my wife's from the Midwest, so I know what to eat.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Okay. Pizza.
Oh no.
Chicago style.
Oh my God.
All right. I can't.
That's not even pizza.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like a bread tub with some sauce on it. That ain't pizza. Eat it with a fork and a knife. It's ridiculous.
You don't have to, though.
Oh,
No.
people do.
You don't have to.
You do if you're. It's like, what is that?
Yeah.
It's this thick.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the Chicago style pizza and go alone.
At least we agree on go-go.
And we do agree on
Thank
that.
you there. Bring it on back.
No, don't bring it on back. Next thing you know, he's gonna be sitting here rapping Nelly.
You talk bad about that country grammar.
Coach, congratulations.
Congrats.
Great year.
Thank
Tremendous
you.
win.
Yep.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We can't wait to see you over the summer playing spades and smoking meat. Boom.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Good stuff.
I can't wait for the summer.
Me too.
We're gonna have some fun.
Barbecue and
I gotta get my spades game tight again.
yeah.
It's been a minute.
Been practicing on cell phone, not quite the same.
No. You gotta be able to deal with the talk.
I know. Oh, the talking ain't never a problem.
But the other final game,
Yeah.
Langley goes down, takes on Cosby. Our guy John Bacero's there again. Raina Zad, 17 points.
She's awesome.
She is. They had I think a 2-point lead late in the game, and then Nia Covington from Cosby just kind of took control. She had 19 in the second half. They go on and win the game by 2 points in overtime. Incredibly tough loss for Langley, but I mean, Amanda Baker, the job she did all year is
fantastic.
Incredible. For that team to go all the way and make it to the state and lose in overtime by 2.
Right.
Just an incredible job by that team, by the coaching staff, everybody involved.
Yep.
Nothing but tremendous respect for them.
Absolutely.
They're amazing.
It was a fun basketball season.
Was it?
Yeah. That kid Mac McGlung down in Conference 2, Gate City.
47 in the finals.
Broke Allen Iverson's scoring record earlier this year.
Yeah.
And then broke J.J. Redick, who I had no idea played in the state of Virginia high school basketball.
Yeah, he's from like Roanoke, I think.
You know, he's one of my favorite basketball players now. I could become a fan of him. I could have been a Christian Laettner fan if he played for the Sixers.
I almost sent our guy Ike Onwuka the other day. I almost sent him a nasty message about the trades the Eagles have been making.
Hey, the trades the Eagles are making are nice.
May have been a video of me throwing up. But no, tremendous. Hey, it was a great year. What a great.
Yeah, it's a great year.
Great thing.
Doing the show here at Next Level Fitness in Haymarket.
It's awesome.
It's been a blast.
It's awesome.
You guys got to come down here.
Now?
Yeah.
We turn to lacrosse, man.
Lacrosse. I love that shirt.
So do I.
It's a good show.
So do I. You know what? Briarwood's lacrosse.
Briarwood's Lacrosse.
We're going to be there.
You don't get no better than that.
No, it doesn't. We're going to be there. I can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Hope the weather's warm.
Yeah, although.
Either 4 feet of snow, where there won't be a game,
Yeah.
or 65 and up.
But I'll say this. Anybody out there looking for some Rebel Run lacrosse coverage, it might wait a week because it's cold. I went through that
It
last
might
year.
wait a week.
It was ridiculous. Man, I was freezing out at Centerville last year watching the first game of the year with Robinson. It was, we'll see how that goes.
Well, check your local listings.
Or not.
You can always see it or not. You can always see us on Rebel Run. I can always get these random phone calls. People are like, I was flipping the channels. Or usually it's like their kid was flipping the channel. I'm like, we saw a commercial and it had you and Rob on it. I'm like, yeah.
They're liars. They weren't just flipping their kids weren't flipping the channel.
I know.
They're looking for it.
They're looking for us.
Yeah. Everybody's
You can always see us on RebelRunSports.com.
better.
John Becerra.
John Becerra,
Shout out.
Battlefield Wrestling's finest.
That's right. Where'd you end up eating down in Richmond?
Good old Subway.
Subway. We'll see you next week. Subway.
Yeah, I always get.
Get us some gear. 3X.
I got you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got
All
you.
right.
Because I got to order them now because that's what I wear, 3X.
All right. Yeah. Order double for yourself.
There you go.
Good stuff. Steak and Shake. You didn't
Steak and Shake is
two,
tremendous.
You
What
mentioned
are you
two garbage
talking about?
restaurants.
Steak
That's
and
your
Shake.
favorite? Are we going to get out?
Steak and Shake is like really, really good.